It is a Saturday. My husband took my 3 older kids out of the house for a couple hours, and I am going to tackle this monstrosity of a craft cabinet. Let's go. Now this gets used and abused, as you can see, and so things have gotten added to it over the last year, and so it is bursting at the seams. So I need to take everything out, clean it. We even had like a situation where one of the shelves got too weighed down and fell. So I don't want that to happen. So I'm going to be doing some major decluttering, but it's going to get worse before it gets better. So first up, I'm going to empty everything out of this craft cabinet and bring it to the dining table where I can sort and everything and see everything all at once. Here we go. Part where I get very overwhelmed and want to just throw it all away, but that's not a good idea. We do use a lot of this stuff, but when you pull it all out and you see how much it is, the problem is I really also wanted to, oh gosh, I have these 2 big bins full of sensory kit items. I make a lot of activity bins, and so I wanted to be able to keep that material in the craft cabinet as well. I just don't really know how I'm going to do that. I do have some drawers in the dining room that I'm in right now that I might move some stuff to. I just don't know yet. And I need to think a little bit, but I'm gonna clean the cabinet and then start like decluttering some of this stuff. Okay, cleaning that gave me some time to kind of think. So I have this little drawer unit full of yarn that obviously doesn't fit, so that's not a good place to store yarn. And then I have like hot glue and random supplies and things. The water beads, I don't even know. This is all, well, I didn't know balloons were in there. This is mainly all paint stuff, so that works well. This is mainly all bead stuff, so that works well too. Then I have these kits of like aqua beads, rainbow loom, and diamond art, which we do use a lot. So those I'm going to keep. Paint I'm going to pare down, but we also have this big kit of fabric paint when my girls were really into painting squishies, but they have not done that in over a year. So I'm going to talk to them about that. And then we get to like magazines I save for when they want to like cut them out and glue them on, pictures on. Then I have a bunch of scrapbook paper that I'm keeping, construction paper I'm keeping, extra markers when we, you know, ours dry out and stuff like that. Pipe cleaners I have to fill, I bought some new ones. Then I have like pom-poms and random stuff I gotta figure out. But the thing that takes up the most space is the craft kits that they get usually for birthdays from friends. I have bought a couple of these things, but most of them come from friends, and so I need to really just decide if we're going to keep all them, if I'm going to keep them in the laundry room where they can pull them out when they really want them, but I don't think we need to use precious craft cabinet real estate on things that they're only using every once in a while. And then I buy like random kits from Hobby Lobby and things like that, so that's what's in there, so I'm going to go through that as well. And then the other thing that takes up a lot of space are these little like sensory kits and stuff that I use for the sensory bins. These I think I might keep in this dresser over here. There's a drawer down there that I think will have some space, so when they're doing like Play-Doh or kinetic sand they can just go get one out and it doesn't have to be in the craft cabinet. But this stuff I need to kind of reorganize. I have 2 chairs full of this stuff. This is like peg dolls and loose parts and animal figurines and stuff that I mix in with my activity bins. So if I'm going to use those 2 bins and try to fit them in the craft cabinet, this would be part of it as well. So either they all go somewhere else or I try to fit them in with everything else. So, oh, and I have a rock tumbler. I need to figure out if this really needs to take up all this space. I haven't really opened it and looked at it yet. So let's get to decluttering. Thankfully, I am a bin hoarder. I have a cabinet in the laundry room where I keep Dollar Tree bins and other bins that we maybe used for a project and then redid and don't use anymore, but I save them. So I have a ton of these clear bins that have lids, and then I have a lot of these different bags. So I will probably be putting like feathers and yarn and pipe cleaners and stuff in these because I think that'll just make more sense. And anything else that makes sense to store in these I will do because they stack really nice. Okay, I went through, this is all like paper items. So scrapbook paper, magazines, I've got like watercolor paper, construction paper, and then I have some of these like journals and books that I save that the girls use every once in a while. Okay, so I'm just gonna walk you through a little bit. I consolidated all these foil funds down into this bin, and then these are the things I can put them on. I am saving a few of these craft kits that we haven't used yet, like the stepping stone, mosaic sticker art, and then I have a few different like cross stitch and crochet kits that we haven't done yet, so I'm saving those. And then I took out all these little crafts that came in this craft box for my 4-year-old. I kept the instructions, and then I have different kits that I are just like little mini craft kits I'm keeping in here. And then I noticed I have like some Thanksgiving kits and some Easter and some Christmas. So I'm gonna make like a holiday themed, or maybe like a Christmas one and then other holidays, so that I know what's in what. Okay, so I have those all organized. This kit I'm saving. I had one for my older daughter and my middle daughter, and my middle daughter loved it. My older daughter hasn't done it yet, but this was so cute. I'm gonna save it for a rainy day for whoever wants to use it. And I just have this random stuff in here. I will save these popsicle sticks, but everything else is probably garbage in here. I'm really liking using these boxes and bins for different random things. So I realized these don't need as many bins. It works better to put these things in bags. Like I have all of these different felt kits and things like that, and I'm just gonna put these in bags, and then I can put them in one bin and then save these boxes for things that it makes more sense for. So I'm gonna switch them out right now. Quite know how I'm gonna store these yet, but they all fit, and now I have a ton of bins that I can use. I've had these in here for so many years. This one I'm gonna 2017. I can get rid of it. I'm gonna keep the cornstarch. Well, it expires in June. I'm just gonna get rid of that. I do use these cups. I'm gonna be able to fit this glue in here, and these pipettes like we use sometimes. Where's the other part to it? Oh, there it is. Okay. good. Okay, now I'm going to tackle these drawer units. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to put in this one yet. I am going to keep like my glue gun. I've got some glitter in here. Black glue. What was that even for? I don't know. I've got some like, I don't think I need to keep blue food color that I didn't even know was in here, but I've got like twine. I'm going to keep some of that stuff in here. And then I think, I don't know. I don't know yet. I'm getting overwhelmed. Okay, balloons. Balloons can go in here. Will this fit in here? Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna put glue in this one, different kinds of glue. Do this. Oh my goodness. Different kinds of glue. Where are my popsicle sticks? I think popsicle sticks are going. Water beads can stay. I have like stuff I'm gonna donate because these keychains I used like 10 years ago, not like 8 years ago. I'm not gonna keep because I haven't used them in that long. So I'm gonna get rid of those. Mod Podge. Does that ever go old? I don't know if that's a type of glue. Okay, so it's gonna be just like random craft supplies, but I gotta do a better job. Okay, I found them. So I've got popsicle sticks. I've got like buttons and these little gems I'll keep in here, and twine, glitter. We're gonna hide in the back. If you know, you know. Got these little yarn needles. I guess I will keep in here because I don't know where else to keep them. So that's probably good for now. I'm gonna get rid of random stuff in this food coloring that I don't know how old that is. Best by September of 2022. There you go. Okay, last up is our bead bin. So, I don't know. We've got these different kits. Like this, I will not dump out because it's got these little like flat beads. But this one, do I really need to keep this separate? They're probably gonna get mad at me, but I can't keep track of all this stuff. There we go. I don't like this string. I'm also gonna dump this. Bryony's beads. Okay, maybe not. It says Bryony's beads on it. I don't remember doing that, but not gonna make a kid mad today if I can avoid it. I will have to ask her about that one. Okay. I don't know. I don't really know why I'm doing this. Is this worth the time it's gonna take? I don't know. Let me know in the comments, would you disassemble all these bracelets or would you just throw them away? Or would you make your kids do it? But the problem is if my kids see these, they'll remember making them and then all of a sudden want to keep them, which doesn't help anybody because then they'll just save them forever and do nothing with them. Ah. Okay, what do we have here? Oh dear. Okay, got all this like friendship bracelet string, which my girls are just not into, but what if one day they wake up and they are into it? So I'm gonna save some of this in one bag. Having children should come with some kind of organizational system, you know? Maybe that is my next business idea. Oh goodness, okay. More beads. I'm done disassembling beads. Okay, we've got these different bead sets I will save, but I'm just gonna put them up here so they know. Oh, goodness. I will save this. What's in here? These flat beady things. Okay, I hate this string, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Oh goodness, okay. I'm gonna keep this. This is kind of cool. It teaches them how to make like different, those little like bead, I forget what they're called, like the geckos and things like that. And then I'll keep that, get rid of this stuff. Can't get it. Whatever. Okay. I'll save this. And save this. Where'd that other one go? Okay, that one. These I'm just gonna dump in here. Okay, so this is gonna stay. Oh dear. This is gonna stay. And this is gonna stay. The rest is not. Okay, and then I have perler bead paraphernalia here. And I'm gonna say, oh no, don't. Okay, these can go, this can go, that can go. There's only one thing they could make with this. I'm gonna get rid of that. Okay. Now, will these fit? Please tell me they will. Yes. Okay. Okay, I think last step is the paint and deciding what to do with the fabric paint. So I'm gonna move the acrylic paint into this container. I feel like I'm gonna keep it. I just can't get rid of that. If I'm being honest, I'm gonna move it all to this container. This paint, if anything's empty, I'm gonna throw that away. Like this black is pretty empty. Now for the rock tumbler. Let's see this bad boy. I haven't used it yet. I feel like maybe when we first use it, I think for now it's probably going to take up a better amount of space if I just leave it in here, because it's almost summer. I mean, it just turned spring, but it's the warm weather is almost upon us, and I'm sure they will want to polish some rocks then. So I'm just going to wait on this, and maybe we will just store it back in the box. If you have a better solution, let me know. But I think it's time to start putting everything back. So I'm going to start putting everything back that is for sure staying in there. Like this, I don't know. But everything else, the problem is I can't find lids to some of these. I have like two for sure that don't have a lid, and then I have some extra ones that I didn't use. These, I think this won't shut. I don't think this one would shut. So I'm okay with these being out and I could still stack. But like that one I would really like a lid for. Move some things around in the dining room and now have this drawer full of peg doll sets and some different activity kits are already in here, and then these loose part kits so that they're all in one place and they easily can stay in the drawer. And I will show you guys everything, but this is what I have so far. And so I have this bottom shelf open, and these bins full of my sensory stuff will fit there, but I'm going to kind of go through and organize them a little bit first. Okay, so I do have like a mixture of lots of sensory fillers, like that would like be the main part of the sensory bin, like beans and rice and things like that. So I'm gonna fill this one with that stuff first and then go from there. So in this bin I have fillers and things like that. This bin I have pre-made sensory bins I've made over the years, like Valentine's Day, Easter, Christmas, fall, Thanksgiving, outer space, that kind of thing. In this container I put like different things that I mix in with various sensory bins, like trucks, erasers, animals, and things like that. This is the after. I am so happy with it. So let's take a quick look at it. I was able to fit in the rock tumbler and then some other craft kits up high. I kept these, this jar of buttons because it was from my grandma who passed away last year, and so I just couldn't get rid of that. This container at the top has fabric and ribbon and felt. This one has feathers, and I think that's mainly it. I probably should label these, but I don't think I'm going to. This one has yarn. This one, I ended up putting those markers in here, so this has like balloons and the glitter. The hot glue gun I ended up using for something, so it's cooling off, but some glue, and then I have just random craft supplies here. We've got like some canvases, magazines, and those little books. I've got scrapbook paper here. These are those like noodle things that you get wet and they stick together. I've got pipe cleaners and pom-poms, and here's the glue and the cups and the pipettes. Here is the paint organizer, looking mighty fine, and then we got the fabric paint and the acrylic paint and the washable paint. Here are the 3 different bins of different craft kits. So we've got everyday ones, Christmas ones, and other holidays. I've got construction paper here, and then this is all watercolor paper. Down here we have our beads, our different bead sets, and then perler beads. I've got our bead board, and then I've got rainbow looms here, aqua beads, the diamond art, and then I put those like foil fun things here. Got air dry clay, and then more perler beads, and then all of the sensory stuff fit in here. I just had to put this little thing on top of one of these, but it fits in here really well. And we are done. I can easily find everything. The kids will be able to find everything, and it is so much better. Thank you guys so much for coming along on this journey. I was hoping to maybe declutter a couple other areas today, but I am tired. The kids are home now, so it's just not a good time. And this took longer than I thought it would, but having one area done and organized makes me feel really good, and I feel like we'll be able to keep this up a lot better since there's not so much stuff in here. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.